Hey, how's it going, guys? MrBossFTW here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about Rockstar's original plan for Grand Theft Auto Online back in 2013, them actually telling us about that plan, and a lot of people might have missed this, and obviously what we've gotten today, it's a whole lot different, so we're going to be discussing that, how it could have happened, what could have happened, and a whole lot more. So yesterday was November 19th, and it was the 4-year anniversary of Rockstar releasing the Beach Bum update in Grand Theft Auto Online, the first DLC that ever came out. So I know this is kind of a throwback, and there's probably a good handful of people that are watching this video that weren't around when the Beach Bum update came out, but it's pretty crazy that it was released 4 years ago. Now, in case you weren't aware about that update, it's way different than the rest of the DLCs. In fact, all the vehicles and content, weapons, they were all free. Now, they weren't as high-tech or as, well-equipped as the vehicles we have today, but they were free. You just went on the website and you ordered them, and that was it. And same with the weapons, and it was a relatively simple, more passive update for a, I guess, more simple time in Grand Theft Auto Online. However, on the Newswire, Rockstar mentioned something pretty interesting, and that's where our discussion for this video is going to be coming today. So take a look at this right here. Now, you might be looking at yourself saying that's just a normal Newswire post. They're talking about what was added, some of the new vehicles, weapons, and more. But take a look at this line right here. They state, in order to keep Grand Theft Auto Online flexible and consistently evolving, the game is built to receive new content in a variety of ways, including major paid expansions at specific points across the year, dropping additional content via regular title updates, and even instant and seamless addition of jobs via the Rockstar Social Club. So 2 out of those 3 things are true. We have received additional content via regular title updates. That's true. We're getting, new DLCs every couple of months in online. And the instant and seamless addition of jobs and the free mode events, yes, that has happened via the Social Club. The one thing that has not happened, and it's the very first thing they mentioned, is major paid expansions at specific points across the year. What could Rockstar have possibly meant by something like that? Major paid expansions. It sounds like Rockstar had a completely different DLC roadmap for Grand Theft Auto Online back in the year 2013 versus obviously what we see today. So I'm almost wondering what that means, what a paid expansion could be. Now, the first thing I thought of that instantly jumped to my mind was a map expansion, expanding outside of Los Santos. Now, we have seen tons of map creations and custom maps that feature, other nearby cities like San Fierro and Las Venturas, but I even think there's a potential to utilize some of the other cities in the game. I mean, we have an international airport at our disposal. So what would stop us from going to a place like Liberty City or Vice City or Carcer City or a place like that? That could be actually pretty awesome. But other than expanding the map, I'm not really too sure what Rockstar could have done as far as making us pay for content. If they were originally going to keep it free all along, what more could they have done? So the map expansion definitely seems to be the big thing there. And as I just mentioned, the map and even the infrastructure in Grand Theft Auto Online was perfectly set up for a map expansion. So let's say that it was to be some of the nearby cities. I say nearby like San Francisco and Las Vegas, but in conjunction it would be nearby. You could just expand the roads, and then maybe Rockstar would just lock them off until you either paid for it or till they released it, and then you could end up buying it just like a single player DLC. That's one way it could work, and that would be pretty seamless. Another way it would work, like I just mentioned, we have an airport in the game that could be used to take us to different maps. So for example, when you load it up into Grand Theft Auto 5, and if you wanted to choose Grand Theft Auto Online, it would give you a choice. Do you want to go to Los Santos? Do you want to go to Liberty City, Vice City? And then it would put you with players that are in that specific map or region, and that would be pretty fun. Now, we've actually seen Rockstar do this in single player. In the mission Bury the Hatchet, which is where Michael and Trevor confront each other, they get in an argument, and then Trevor figures that he wants to fly out to North Yankton to find out who is in Michael's old grave. We see Rockstar do this exact same thing. They have that argument, Michael rushes to the Los Santos International Airport, and then he gets on a plane, and boom, he's transported to North Yankton. Now, I know that's single player, and I know it's a little bit different, but the same fundamental idea is there, and that's how it could work. want to go to Vice City, want to go to Liberty City, you buy a ticket or you go to the Los Santos International Airport, boom, you fly out and you're good to go. So now let's flash forward to 2017, and although we don't have any major paid expansions, Rockstar has held their promise as far as contributing regular title updates to the game, instant and seamless addition of jobs. So we have seen that, and there's obviously been a ton of DLCs, but there hasn't been major expansions. We have been landlocked to Los Santos, San Andreas, Blaine County, Paleto Bay since day one. And I wonder what changed. Now, a couple things, in my opinion, would be the reason for this. Number one is shark cards. Rockstar saw how effective the microtransactions were in generating profit and money for them, which at the end of the day, they're a business, so it's not necessarily a terrible thing. So maybe they said, we don't need to make people pay for stuff when we can make everything free and have shark cards as just a viable option. That's sort of the first thing I've figured out. The second thing would be gatekeeping in Grand Theft Auto Online. The problem with paid content is it separates the player base, which is actually something Rockstar has mentioned. So when people play, they should be able to play together. And if people were separated in different maps, although that would be cool, it would make player base for each separate map a whole lot smaller. And really the third thing I thought of, and it's kind of separate to the issue we're talking about today, is the amount of work that Rockstar would have to do. You know, building an entire separate map is obviously something that wouldn't be a piece of cake. It would require a lot of work for them. And maybe back in 2013, that's something they thought they'd be able to do. But maybe with everything I mentioned, the shark cards and the other regular updates, they figured it maybe just wasn't worth it to take their time to invest in something like that. And who knows, maybe they pooled their resources into other games or, you know, other Grand Theft Auto titles, GTA 6, Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not exactly too sure what they spent their time working on instead of doing DLC expansions for Grand Theft Auto Online, but it seems like that was the choice they made instead of doing this. And now that we're over 4 years out and looking kind of back at the last 4 years in Grand Theft Auto Online in 2017, it kind of does make me wonder, you know, what Grand Theft Auto Online could have looked like, you know, with all these different cities and all these different types of expansions. Maybe it would have been a good thing. Maybe it would have been a bad thing. I think hindsight is 2020, so it's hard for me to kind of speak and say this would be pretty cool. But especially more recently with the fact that the updates have been, in my opinion, getting a little bit less dynamic, a little bit stale, how it's been like the same sort of business theme over and over and over, just with a little bit of different changes. It does make me wonder how cool it would be to be able to flip between different cities or, you know, play with my friends in Vice City and then go to Los Santos and then go to Liberty City and do cool things in there. It makes me wonder how awesome that would be. And we'll probably never be able to experience that, but I think the idea of that would have been absolutely incredible. So anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section down below. Which version of Grand Theft Auto Online would you have preferred? The one that Rockstar kind of teased back in 2013 that looked like it was going to feature major expansions, but you would have to pay for them. So let's say each map was like $15 or $20. Would you pay for it to get Liberty City or Vice City or something like that? Or do you like the version of Grand Theft Auto Online we have today that's specifically focused around the fact that everything is free, we're all in one map together in the same place, and if you want to buy shark cards, you can, but there really isn't a whole lot of outside variety. You know, it's the same world we've been experiencing for the last 4 years. So, like I said, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section down below. I will also leave a link to the Newswire page in the description of the Beach Bum update kind of details. It's crazy to go back and look at those Newswire articles from a long time ago. It really is nuts. And once again, that happened on November 19th, 2013. So check all that out in the description and let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments section down below. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. We like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.